Hello, my name is Kendall Nichols. I'm a student at Purdue University, a member of the Purdue Longboarding Club, and today I am going to be showing you how to slide on a longboard. So sliding on a longboard, it is a technique that allows a rider to control their speed while going downhill. And so this technique is very important to know because if you are moving downhill, you are going to want to know how to lose speed very fast so that you don't crash or so that you can make a sharp turn. And so if you're going to be learning how to slide, it is important to take the safety precautions. So you're going to want some knee pads, some elbow pads, a helmet, and your slide gloves. Now the elbow pads and the knee pads aren't as important, but it's pretty much completely necessary to have a helmet and sliding gloves for sliding. So now I'm going to show you how to slide with a longboard. This is the Coleman slide. This is Ryan, another member of the Purdue Longboarding Club. We'll be using video of him performing a Coleman slide to demonstrate the specific steps needed to initiate and complete this slide. A Coleman slide is a type of heel-side slide that involves a rider shifting their weight and rotating their board as much as 180 degrees in order to control their speed. The term heel side refers to the final carve that initiates the slide, which in the case of a Coleman is a sharp turn on the side of the board nearest to the heel. The Coleman slide is one of the easiest slides for beginning downhill longboarders to learn since the rider is low to the ground and can better control their weight because their hand makes contact with the pavement. The Coleman slide, as a result, is often one of the first slides learned by many riders. The skater who created this specific slide, Cliff Coleman, said, "If you can crouch down and ride a skateboard, then you can learn this slide." When attempting Coleman, there are a few main points that you'll need to focus on: your speed, the setup carve, the initiation, your weight, and your control on your board. Now, back to Ryan. The first step to a Coleman slide is to make sure that you have enough speed. Ryan here is heading downhill and has already gained a decent amount of momentum. The next step is a setup carve. A setup carve is a carve performed right before the actual slide and is on the opposite side of the initiation carve. In the case of a Coleman slide, the setup is a toe side carve or a turn on the side of the board nearest to the toes. The next step is to get low and initiate your slide by carving your board sharply into a heel side. Once at the point of turning into your heel side, since you are now low enough, it is important to rest your front hand on the ground and keep most of your weight on your front foot. Next is controlling your board. This step makes a difference between if your slide will rotate you 90 degrees and back or 180 degrees and into a switch position. Ryan, in this case, is going 180 degrees and into switch. You must use your head and shoulders to control how much you turn. The key here is knowing that where your head and shoulders go, your board follows. And here, Ryan continues to rotate his head and shoulders until the board has rotated a full 180 degrees. This is how you do a Coleman slide. Things to avoid. One thing that Lush Longboards, the UK's longest running longboard brand, recommends not to do is grabbing the rail of your board, stating, "This feels easier and safer to start with, but it actually makes the slide a lot harder to initiate and bring back. It also makes it much harder to control the slide once you're in it, as you can't use your free arm to steer with." Once you've begun to successfully perform Coleman slides, Longboarding USA, another longboard company, recommends to focus on a few things to clean up your slides. You need to go fast enough to make the slide. Make sure you slide enough to go into a full 180-degree turn. Don't reach too far back with your hand, which will end in you falling and ripping your pants. Just try it and find your way to do it. And remember to keep your feet at each end of the board. As the loaded board team rider said when describing the Coleman, it is the most necessary slide out there. Understanding how to slide allows you as a rider to keep yourself safe when going downhill. Now that you've seen how to perform a Coleman slide, you're ready to go out and practice to slide by yourself. Remember to wear pads, control your weight, and most importantly, to have fun with it.